The A Show.
Where smart is the new sexy.
And now, April Hunter.
What's up, legends and beautiful people? I'm having hair problems today. How are you? Welcome to the A Show. We're going to talk about a lot of really interesting stuff because there's so much going on tonight and this week. But have you guys noticed, like, it's an exhausting kind of energy this week? Like, it's just, hard. It's hard this week. Has anybody else noticed this?
Wicked hot.
Yeah, wicked hot. Wicked pissa hot.
It's a wicked
I just feel like it's dragging. So I learned something that you guys might find beneficial regarding energy and not having enough of it. And hello, Bigwig. Hi, Winona. Hi, everybody joining us tonight. We're going to talk about the left brain, right brain controversy. We're going to talk about what's going on with Trump and truckers for Trump and all of that. There's some like insane stuff going on as a precedent that is very anti everything going on. We were going to touch upon we're going to touch upon a bunch of things. Ray has a ton of stuff he wants to bring up too. So, hey, Maurizio, what's up? Hello, Alex. Welcome to everybody. What are you doing, Ray? You feeling better this week?
So, I thought I had the flu. It wasn't the flu. You know what it was? It wasn't COVID. Nope.
No, what was it?
It was something called RSV.
Oh, I had that.
That fucking.
I got it. Yeah, I got it right after COVID.
It
So I had
fucking.
I was 3 weeks for. Yep.
So I still have. Hear that? I still have that dry ass cough.
Yeah.
And my doctor told me it'll last me anywhere from a week to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
He can
You
give
know
me
what works for that?
medication. What?
Ivermectin.
And he can give me medication.
Yeah.
As he stated, but I'm a goddamn man. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna deal with it. I don't want to take it. I don't want to take any fucking pills unless I have to.
All right.
You know, I don't want to. I'm just gonna bear the brunt of it. It's fine. It's not too bad. But when I got it, April, I felt like shit, bro.
Yeah, I had like a low grade fever for weeks with that, and
Yeah,
it just drag on and on and on. Yeah.
Doesn't it take it out of you? Like I had no no energy at
No.
work. Like right now, I have no energy. I'm just really fucking tired.
Mm-hmm.
Bigwig asked me herpes. No, I haven't been with your mom yet. So
Gam Woofers, welcome. Hi, cool, awesome dude. How are you doing? We were just saying that it's like a week where it seems like it's difficult to have energy. It's challenging. So yes, Blonde April's back, and expect all the flakiness to go with me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we have plenty to talk about. One of the things I wanted to talk about that I was at a metaphysical meeting this weekend. And we talked about a bunch of things across the board, but something that struck me is because we have all kinds of professionals that go to these meetings. You know, we have psychiatrists and hypnotherapists and, crystal healers and people who work for the government. It's like such an eclectic mix that get in there. Neurolinguistic practitioners. So in this particular, somebody was speaking and they were talking about how the left brain gets preoccupied and stays busy with details.
mm-hmm.
You do a lot of busy work with the details and the distractions.
Okay.
But the right side of your brain is where you're connected, spiritual, and creative. So a lot of times when we're feeling disconnected and uncreative and just really, really exhausted, is because we're spending far too much time on busy work, details, and distractions. So I always heard the expression, come here, you hang on a second. We have a guest here. Come
Who's
on.
that? Is that the mailman?
No. Come on.
Hold on.
Come on.
Man, the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There he is.
Has to be part of the show.
That's fine.
So sorry about that. Yes, Max is here. Now we can continue.
Yes.
so a lot of times when we're feeling very uninspired and exhausted, what we're doing is we're doing way too much busy work, way too much distractions, way too much is basically just, tiring out our left brain so that we can't, you know, connect with our right brain.
Right.
So I'd always heard this expression and I thought it was, I never got it. If you think you're too busy to meditate for
Mhm.
10 minutes, you need to sit down and meditate for 20. And I was like, yeah, all right. Well, if you're too busy for 10, why would you need to meditate for 20? Now I understand, because you have that left brain, right brain dynamic. So if you can keep one side connected and creative and in the now, it
Mhm.
helps you, you know what I'm saying? It helps regenerate you and helps you put everything in perspective. Yes, I'm getting molested over here. Hi, baby.
He's such a good,
So,
such a good boy. Such a good.
so
He's
yeah,
so
that's
lovely.
that. So if you're feeling particularly exhausted, that's something to think about. Like, how much are you dealing with busy work and distractions and clutter around your house? Clutter actually affects you in that exhausted kind of way too. Whether you realize it or not, you pick up on it subconsciously. So if you have a lot of clutter and you're digging for things and there's stuff everywhere,
Uh,
you can find yourself having lower energy than you should.
I lived with
So
a hoarder at one time. Let me tell you
always
something,
fun.
man. That was fucking exhausting. And the worst part was the person was such a hoarder. She would clean her clothes, and instead of folding it and putting it away, she'd leave it on the sofa.
Mm,
I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't. And I got tired of cleaning behind the person.
hmm
Just not the best. You look like Jen, and that's me. The
What
Max.
this
This is exactly what we do. This, if you want to know what me and my
this
wife
right
do
here?
on the couch,
Ah,
I swear to God, this is
really?
exactly what we
She
do.
just rubs your ear.
That's it. Well, like around here, like this,
Uh, he likes his
So
ears rubbed and his butt rubbed and his
yeah.
legs.
Well, then, I think
So
he and I's related.
I'm seeing lots of people coming in. Hello, War Demon, Chowny Man. I see. Yeah, you guys. Allie, hello, hello. You guys
So
are awesome. Thanks for joining me tonight.
real quick, I want to put something over. I want to just promote something really quick before we start any of the show. I don't know if you guys are good, or you remember Big Vito Lagrasso, right? Our good friend
Of
Noelle.
course.
She does the "Where smart is the new sexy" at the top of the. Anyway, so for those that don't know, I'll just really quickly explain to you. When they got married many years ago, just like a couple of short months after that, she had a
Mm,
stroke,
yeah.
and it's affected her in so many different ways. Her spine is basically like all messed up. She can barely walk. It's very tough. She's had multiple surgeries. Now, professional wrestlers, yeah, some of them that make good money. We don't make good money, but pro wrestlers do not have health insurance, and things are expensive. So what Vito is doing is he's doing this auction. It's not a it's not he's not a GoFundMe. He wants to give something to get something, if that makes any sense. And I'm gonna put this up here, Big V's auctions. So what's gonna happen is if you guys go and you look up Big Vito Lograsso, okay, on his Facebook page, you send him a friend request this Friday. So that would be the 23rd, right? Correct? The 23rd, this Friday, the 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's gonna have an auction,
Mm,
and he's gonna be auctioning off some really cool stuff. He's got like um, he's got business cards from like Vince McMahon, Mark Carano. He's got in show wrestling show knee pads that he actually wore in the WWE. All this kind of cool stuff. But a friend of mine, JB, who's a big Mets fan, wanted to just donate. I think he donated like $150, but he didn't. But Vito says, "No, let me do something for you." So what they decided to do is they decided to make fun of me, and this is a 2-minute video of Vito shitting on me.
oh, we could do
So,
that option too. We could have Vito shit on you just for
oh,
fun instead of getting some.
abso-fucking-lute.
We could opt for a roast, you guys.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna throw up this video. This is one of the. I think it's a pretty good produced video. There will be a retort. I will be responding to this video with my Yankee side and helping him promote his auction. But really quickly, I'm gonna throw this up there and enjoy Vito talking shit about me and the Yankees for the next 2 minutes.
Okay. I also want to say hi to Red Sunny and thank you for the Corgos. Woo! If you throw some biddies, you get some titties there.
Goddamn right you do. Here we go. Big Vito making fun of me.
Here we are sitting at the field of dreams. Dreams are what people live on. But a guy named Big Ray, he's got big fucking dreams. The Yankees have been fucking sucking ass since 2009, 10, 11, right? And every year we hear about how fucking great they are. They fucking suck. Ray, the Yankees suck. They don't spend no money and they have the most money in all of baseball, but they suck. And Ray, every year you fucking go on fucking Facebook and you pronounce the Yankees. 28 fucking rings. They're bathroom rings, Ray. Bathroom fucking rings. What fucking rings have you won lately? You fucking suck because you cheer for a team that hasn't won shit. And then you talk about the Mets. At least the Mets have been to the show in 2015. But the Yankees, they fucking suck, Ray. And every year we hear about all your greatness. And then every year you make the fucking buy-in round and you're out in the first fucking round. You suck. Ray, get with the fucking program. Would you please? The Yankees fucking suck. Here's the ball. Here's the bats. They don't hit shit because they fucking suck. All right? This is a friend of yours who sent this fucking message. JB, this is your video to fucking Ray. The Yankees fucking suck. This is Big Vito LaGrasso signing off. Peace.
What a piece of trash he is.
Oh.
What a piece. So
But is he wrong? But is he wrong?
He is very fucking wrong.
Is he wrong?
Oh God, you have no idea.
Do you guys think he's wrong?
So you can actually have former WWE superstar Big Vito LaGrasso actually send a message to your favorite friend. You can post it on any social media, trashing their teams. Maybe send them a picture of like your ex-wife, and send that to your ex-wife. You suck. You fucking suck. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. It'll be a hell of a lot of fun. So I hope you guys.
It's a good thing we didn't have to beep out his F words because we would have run out of beeps.
Jesus freaking Christ! But just so you know, April, I actually am putting together a video retort, and this is the thumbnail to the video that will be up maybe tomorrow or the following day.
Okay.
It says meet the mess. Since 1960, Big Vito LaGrasso crying there with a stupid Mets hat. So that'll be up soon, guys. So look out.
Ali is going to disagree with you. He's the Mets, Yankees.
I don't know what is this Mets. What is that, like a butthole sign facing the Mets? Yankees, fuck the Mets. All right, okay, fine. But anyway, I just wanted to throw it up there. Remember, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to Big Vito LaGrasso's Facebook page. Send them a friend request and join the auction, guys. Help them out. Help out Noel. They're incredible people, man. I can't wait to see you guys in Florida in about 2 weeks, right? 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. When you're going to move here, right?
Oh God, kill myself. Anywho, so let's jump into one of your. What happened?
Oh my God, Isben Arroyo. Oh my God, hola. How have you been? ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? I haven't seen you in ages. Hello. I know. Yo sé.
¿Qué parte de México?
Yeah. He's from Monterrey. See?
Monterrey.
Yeah.
Qué bueno.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got here, April?
Well, welcome. Okay. So I wanted to bring up something that a lot of people don't know about, but you should. But for some, Guadalajara. I'm sorry.
Oh, Guadalajara.
Guadalajara. So
I'm more familiar with that part of Mexico.
So a lot of people think it's either or, masks don't mask, masks don't mask, but there's something that you can wear to protect yourself, or not wear, something you can do to protect yourself that a lot of people don't know about because it's not really being spoken about. But this
dental dams.
This is medically proven to work. There is a spray. It's an iodine spray called Povidone. You can get it on Amazon and through a couple other places. It's hard to find in person. But if you look up an iodine spray, there's one called Novid. There's a povidone. This spray is medically used by medical personnel. You use 2 sprays on each side every 6 hours. Use it before you go into crowds. Keep using. Make sure you use it every 6 hours. And you can also use a alcohol mouthwash with it, like a Listerine. With everything going on and going around, this is another way that you can use, this is another way that you can protect yourself without having to wear masks, without having to go without anything at all. And it does work. I can tell you this because I have a couple different autoimmune issues.
Really?
And oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I don't like wearing the spray or wearing the masks either because I have asthma and it's just really hard on me. So I did a MegaCon, which was the third largest Comic Con in the United States, using this. And then I took 4 flights and wrestled 10 matches or 43 matches on the card last weekend. And I used the spray for all of this. And I'm, hey, whoop, whoop. So, and I've used it through various things. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. I've been using it on and off for the past year. So
it's wait. What do you do with the spray? You just put it on your face?
It's a spritzer. Yeah. No. You put it up your nose.
Oh,
It's like spritz, 2 on each side every 6 hours. Do it before you go into a building or a crowd.
Huh.
So, and Maurizio, parlo italiano in poco. My grandmother was
Italian?
Nablidan. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Andiamo. Go on.
There you go.
Move it along.
I speak with my hands.
Sì. Si parla italiano.
So yeah, what was it? I'm reading some of the things here. Ali says, speaking of COVID, there are people on Twitter and X still bitching about other people not masking and getting vaxxed. 2024. I know, and if you've noticed, now mainstream media is finally coming out and admitting that there are side effects to all of that. I firmly believe it. I've always said this. There are more people that are having problems with the vaccine than COVID. There are more people being adversely affected by the end result than the actual disease.
Ever since I got that one jab, I got one. I'd never been the same again.
No,
Like,
I think
I never got sick.
yeah.
And now I get sick like every week.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. I personally think the vaccine is responsible for way more deaths and way more injuries than COVID ever will be. If you have a true COVID count and understand that nobody, that people didn't die from COVID anywhere except for hospitals, and the hospital protocol was encouraged to experiment on them. So with every other disease, people die everywhere. They die at home, they die in cars, they die out on the streets.
You could die with a flu. You could die with diarrhea.
Yeah, but everybody with COVID only died in hospitals. Why is that? Because of ventilation, ventilators, and remdesivir. Remdesivir was extremely, extremely deadly for a lot of people.
I would also add, and you're gonna laugh at me when I say this because I'm not joking. I think a lot of people died of broken hearts. Like seriously, all right? I want to hear.
My friend's mom just died from that. Yeah, she lost her husband, went into a hospital, never came back out. She wasn't allowed to be with him. Just gave up after that. She's been downhill ever since. Yeah.
During that time, they put so much fear in our hearts, especially older
and
people. Hatred and anger, and people went into those the hospitals. They had a tube shoved down their throat, and once that tube is down your throat, you're probably like, that's it, I'm done. They give up. Yeah. And then not only that, but these poor people weren't allowed to even touch or hold or kiss or even see their family.
I don't understand why people are more upset about this. Like, why isn't there a complete revolution about how awful it was? Like, it was handled so badly. Like, everybody across the board, whether you believe in vaccines or you do not, everybody across the board was lied to and hurt and lost somebody. And we all know now that it was government overreach, government abuse
Yeah.
Like they kept things from us. They fudged numbers and facts. Like they just, I mean, it was horrible. And why aren't people more upset and wanting to take down the people in charge? Why is that not happening?
Well, you know, Hooper, you said Hooper comes here and he says none of it will none of it what was it? None of it will matter soon enough when all the migrants become the military PTB. Want to wipe us out already. All right, so basically, what he's saying is that they're bringing in these the migrants, and they're like, "Did you know this? You know they're doing this, right?" They're saying, "Hey, you know, join the military."
Mhm.
So they're actually they have these a guy from China just recently. They found out that he was a freaking spy.
Mhm. I've been
It's just
saying
like
this.
it's just like
I've been
it
saying
blows
this
my
on the
mind.
show. How many times they have an entire, the Chinese nationals have an entire migration circuit to come up through South America. I've been saying this. I said it
But you,
ages like 2 months ago, and nobody's believing me. So
but you know what?
Hooper says the only thing he puts up his nose is cocaine and cocaine accessories. You're funny.
Amen.
Um, and Beck Whitman says, "Where can I get one of these sprays? I have lupus. That's what I have. And it sucks. And anti-nuclear A&A. It's so go on Amazon. It's called Povidone.
Povidone.
Povidone. So basically, Pov iodine. But yeah,
April, listen.
Hmm.
You guys are all going about it wrong. We're worried about all these military people, all this crime going up. You know, New York, we got it all freaking handled. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what we did? So we have all these people getting stabbed in the street, attacked, and everything like that. People getting raped. People, you can't ride the trains or anything because you know what you know what New York did? We added some sweet dance moves.
Well, everyone
Oh,
is through
that's
the
good.
New York City. So what do you reckon the NYPD are doing? Well, this. If that doesn't scare criminals away, nothing will. Liz, would you feel safer knowing the police force are doing that in their work
After
hours?
watching that video, I like my chances of outrunning the crime. Let's face it, you all just realised that running from the police is probably a better strategy than you thought.
I reckon we should send them to Queensland. I mean, can you imagine, you know, your car's getting broken into, some youth offender, you pick up the phone, send down the dance squad, I need them immediately. I reckon it would scare the kids off. They'd be like, this is so lame.
Flash mob, they
I'm
will
not even going to bother robbing this house anymore. Brilliant idea.
You have
OMG.
yo, I kid
That's
you.
crazy.
I kid you fucking not. And you know what the worst part about it is? Do you remember when people were suffering from COVID and people were getting
I'm
trapped
a
in their
cop now.
houses? But
Yeah.
check it out. Remember this? And this brought me back to something. Do you remember all those fucking doctors
Doctors and nurses dancing in the
fucking
motherfucking
dancing?
hallways. And
fucking
they were telling
dancing?
us, yeah, meanwhile, people couldn't get in to see their significant others. They were being plied with remdesivir and languishing after and then dying. And the doctors and nurses were doing dance moves in the hallway. It was gross. That's what I was just talking about. It's so fucking gross.
It's
Why
so
aren't people angry and calling for a revolution? Why? Why? I feel like I'm the only one out here that's like, sometimes I feel like so alone with all this. Like I'm the only one who sees everything. Well, you too, right? And the people in the chat too. But it's just like, why? I'm the only one who can remember because people's memories are apparently, just not there anymore.
no.
But it's like I remember what they did. I know they'll do it again, and I'm angry about it still. They took away everything from people, and why aren't we upset? Why am I the only one still upset? And when I post things about it to remind people, because I know that their tiny little memories are like goldfish, when I post things about it, people are like, oh, I can't believe you're still hanging on that and talking about that. You're goddamn right I am. Suck my dick.
Oh.
Because I ain't letting that go. I'm not letting y'all.
Yowie, holy shit. That shit came,
I'm not
came
letting
from
it
your heart.
go. Mm-mm.
Hold on. Yeet.
I am not letting it go. I will be
Wow.
talking, if justice is not served, I will be talking about that till the day I die.
Wade's like, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Allie, run death or veer. There was the hospital was calling it Run Death is Near. That was a nickname. Hi, Steve. Welcome. So
What?
yeah.
So basically, people here in New York City are really fucking pissed off for more than one reason. And I'm just gonna go through this now. We'll just talk about this now, and then we can, I'll just follow your lead if you don't mind. But if you guys don't know, Donald Trump,
And Bigwig,
right?
no, I'm not trans. If I was, though, I would not get rid of a perfectly good dick.
Yeah, good dick is hard to come by. That's what she said.
Yeah. Why would I?
Here in New York City, I'll just play this little brief video. I just
If you can pee outside anywhere you want and like have an orgasm every time you have sex, why would you get rid of that? I would keep that.
you don't?
What?
What?
Women?
Huh?
No. Winona,
Oh.
please clue these people in.
Oh, sorry. Just confused. Because every single woman I've been with has had an orgasm.
Yeah.
Yeet is correct. So Donald Trump support, it says here, Trump supporting truck drivers vow to boycott and could shut down New York City
Truckers for Trump.
after $355 million fraud ruling by some piece of shit. Let me just play this it's like a minute long, just to give you a heads up on what the hell's going on here.
We talked to one driver who says she's joining the movement to boycott New York City. And she says if things go as planned, the city could pay a big price.
It could shut New York City down. And, I don't want to hurt the people of New York. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Is that my wife?
But my part in it, if New York just loses 10%, just 10% of the trucks that go in there, their prices are going to skyrocket on everything from milk to eggs to any type of goods that the consumer needs.
So let's talk about what the hell's going on here, April.
So, wait, was this today?
Sorry about
was
that.
that video from today?
Hold on. I gotta turn
Because I've
this
been
off.
trying to find information on this actual movement today. And what I noticed is the guy who originally started it, Chicago Ray,
Mhm.
has backed down and recanted his statement. So that means he was threatened.
Threatened to lose his job, probably.
He was threatened with something. So he's the one that originally started it.
That's interesting.
But apparently they did actually boycott the city. So I was trying to find out from others if they did boycott the city. And I wanted to find out what was going on. Because I think the truck drivers have so much power. The people have so much power. And I don't think we realize that because they keep us divided and fighting over every little thing. Race and gender and this and that and religion and left and right and pro-life and pro-choice, all this bullshit, and stop fighting, because honestly, we have so much power. If we just say no, we're not doing it this way, and you unite like they've done, like the farmers have done in other countries. By the way, the farmers in India have now joined in, and they are revolting as well.
Yeah.
So if you watched our show the previous weeks, you know that we've been supporting the farmers.
Here's the problem, April. New York's already the prices of everything is shot up. It's almost unlivable. You have to make a pretty much like $200,000 almost to just get by. I'm not talking about live, guys. I'm telling you, listen, I need you to hear what I'm saying to you.
It's a shame you don't have any friends anywhere else, Ray.
Shut up. You can make a really good living. You can have two good solid salaries of $60,000, which is good. It's very good. And you'll be living at the poverty line here in New York City. So now, if these truck drivers really decide to band together, we're fucked. We're not getting meat. We're not getting products, toilet paper, all that, even water. Think about it, and the worst of it, we're not going to get liquor or beer. Think about it. That's when it's really, you think I'm joking. That's a big fucking deal.
Well, okay, let's go back as to why.
Well, let's talk about the Trump
and hi, everybody join it. Yeah, Sportsmaster Wade, hi, Hooper, everybody. Everybody joining us late. I think I said that. Brian. What's up?
Sportsmaster.
Yes, everybody. Hello. So yeah, so what has prompted this? I mean, some people know, but go ahead, fill us in. It's a victimless crime where nobody has lost anything, right?
Right.
So
Oh, you want me
it's
to
not
talk
even
about
a crime. It's a victimless situation that nobody has lost anything.
I mean, basically, listen, if you're selling, let's say you own a house, guys, all right? You own a house or a piece of property. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the banks, right? And you're going to negotiate. You will negotiate with the banks. You'll be like, well, I believe that my house is worth $500,000. The banks will be like, well, we think that your house is worth about $350,000. And then you're going to go, well, honestly, I've done a lot to the house. I think it's about, all right, I'll give you $450,000. That's how much I want to make off my house, which in reality, maybe the house is worth about $280,000. What I'm saying is that you're going to try to up the price to make as much money as possible. And
That's
it's something,
capitalism, right?
yeah, it's something that's been
Everybody does
happening.
it.
Everybody does it. Happens forever. Not for nothing. It's like having like hey, let's say you guys get a baseball signed by a Major League Baseball player. You got that thing for free, right? But you can sell it at the price that you are comfortable accepting for it. You negotiate with the person. This is something that everybody does. They've been doing it forever. And this is legitimately why Donald Trump was basically made to pay $355 million, which is almost I think a quarter of his net worth or whatever it is. It's a fucking crime what they're doing to him. And why? Now I want to hear from you, April. Why is that dangerous?
Oh, it sets a dangerous precedent. So whether you like Trump or not, so here's the situation.
It's not a Donald Trump thing, guys.
So
I
yeah,
wanna
this
make
is
that
not a
clear.
Trump thing. Honestly, let's be straight with that. This is not a pro-Trump and anti-Trump. This is not. He's just the guy that represents the situation that happened. So that we're not left or right. What we're talking about right now is a very dangerous situation that happened. So we're a country of law, not morals. So when
Right.
you are a country of laws, every law builds on the next law. It sets a precedent, a legal precedent. So what happens when you set a precedent that says, okay, say you're going to sell your house, and somebody comes along and says, I want to buy your house for $550,000. And the bank turns around, or the state turns around and says, no, I'm sorry. You can only sell your house for $400,000.
Right.
And you, as the homeowner, says, but I have a buyer here that is willing to pay $550,000 for this house. And the state says, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to sell it for that much. You can only sell it for $400,000, period, end. And that's what's happened. So the state has now said that what Trump did is not allowed, that he couldn't sell it for as much as he did.
Bullshit.
And they want to put a cap on how much that you can sell things for, which will extend down to everybody. And the judge is upholding that. So they're saying this is legal, even though nobody got screwed. Everybody got what they wanted. The banks got paid. Nobody was a victim. So where's the problem? So it basically, what it does is it fucks capitalism, which is a really bad problem. It's ushering in a socialism situation where the state is telling you what you can or can't do, and they're putting a limit as to what you are allowed to sell your own stuff for and what it's worth. It's a supply and demand. They're taking away the supply and demand option there. So do I have that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Let me just show you this real quickly. I got this off of TikTok.
Yeah. So wait, if you customize a van, say you have a really cool car, right, that you bought for let's say you picked it up for $2,500. Say, okay, here you go. You went to a junkyard or whatever, and you bought an old Volkswagen for $2,500, $3,000, and you worked on it, and you turned that old Volkswagen into something badass. And a buyer comes along and says, yo, that's awesome. I'd be willing to pay $12,000 for that. Now the state tells you, no, I don't care how much you put into that Volkswagen and how much time you put into it. That Volkswagen you paid $2,500 for, so you can sell it for $3,000 and eat shit.
Yeah. Right here it says last week, a Manhattan judge handed down a partial summary judgment ruling that Trump was liable for persistent and repeated fraud against investors. Now, this is why he's getting some flack here. The judge, let's see if they show it here.
Trump judge faces backlash after smiling and posing for cameras in the courtroom.
It's a dick.
Judge Arthur Engoron was
bought.
blasted by conservatives who called him a partisan Democrat clown after he
Mhm.
took off his glasses and began smiling at the camera
He's
in the
gurning.
courtroom. Commentators noted that it was a kangaroo court and that the judge was a real disgrace. Some noted that this behavior plays into Trump's hands. The former president himself also criticized Engoron, saying he should be disbarred.
This judge should be disbarred. He shouldn't be allowed to be a judge.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, a judge makes it look like it's personal. He makes it look
No,
like it's
it is personal.
yeah. He makes it
It's-
look like it's
it's
personal,
absolutely
not
personal.
professional. And it's a judge's job. I don't think any judge or journalist
Mm-mm.
should be registered to any party. It is just unprofessional.
Yeah.
That is why I am of no party. I dabble in the journalistic arts. It is not professional to be a Democrat or a Republican. I cannot allow myself to have a emotional stake in being a one or the other. I have to look at the bigger picture. I have to look at everything. And it's extremely unprofessional to be judging and lean one way or the other. And he made himself look extremely, extremely unprofessional right there. And someone said, "Oh, that'll be done in an appeal," and it probably will. But how long will that take? Because he's been given X amount of time to pay that money. And by the way, there's a GoFundMe for Trump, and it's up to almost $1 million right now.
Daryl says,
and people were calling for GoFundMe to pull it. They were so mad.
Yeah, they were angry.
GoFundMe is sticking by the decision to go ahead and do the fundraiser because they're going to make so much money off of it.
Daryl says the judge yesterday said that Trump will lose his properties if he can't pay the fine. P.S. I'm not left or right. I'm about truth. It's just me. So this is what I believe.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to bankrupt him.
Exactly. So he doesn't have money to run.
Doesn't have money to run.
Yeah.
And that's
he's the only president that lost money being a president, right? Every other president has increased their net worth exponentially while being in office, and Trump actually lost money serving. Right?
It's almost
again,
it's weird.
Again, I never voted for him. I'm just going to say.
I'll tell you what.
But the facts are he lost money, right?
I'll tell you what. One of our greatest governors here in New York City, Michael Bloomberg, he was a Republican governor. He actually, I'll tell you what, when Giuliani, who basically cleaned up New York City, who was also a Republican, left office and Bloomberg took over, Bloomberg I think New York was even better under Bloomberg. It was incredible with Bloomberg. Did you know that Bloomberg only took $1? That was his salary because he was already a billionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bloomberg never got paid. He got paid $1, I think, a month. He had to get some type of salary. So they paid him $1 a month. And he was one of the greatest, I'm sorry, not governors, mayors of New York City. And, and this is, like I said, this is why
there are good politicians out there to just shoot and far between.
Well, this is what frustrates me. I used to be, like I said, I used to be a registered Democrat, man. But it's this, the party has changed.
Sorry, it just happened. I just went.
I know, but the thing is that the party's changed so much.
It's unrecognizable.
It's unrecognizable.
I was too. I was a lifetime liberal. I leaned that way, but I always stayed in the middle, but leaned left. But it's like, oh my God, what's wrong with you people?
It's tough, man. It's really tough. And
why are you so corporate owned and big pharma? Like, what's wrong? How are you? You're not. No.
Well, I was one of those people that were convinced that just because they're Democrat, they're for the people. I find myself leaning way more conservative now, because of the fact that I just been lied to repeatedly, and whenever I see vitriol, whenever I see anger, whenever I see people doing stuff like what this judge did, which looks like they're taking it personal, whenever I see a mayor or a governor or somebody like the mayor that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, the young lady, and I forgot what city she was in, that she's stealing tons of money and now she's under FBI investigation.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a Democrat. And I'm not saying Republicans aren't dirty motherfuckers, because let me tell you something. In all politics, everybody's a fucking dirtbag. That's the truth. But when it comes to somebody who
Bush
considers himself,
administration.
oh yeah, Bush,
Oh,
yeah, but let me tell you something about
oh,
Bush.
I had a
Bush,
Cheney and Rumsfeld stuck in my throat. Oh.
let me tell you something. Bush was a lot closer to the Obamas and the Clintons than you guys may ever understand. Leave it like that. You feel me? But anywho, it's just I've totally changed my thought process when it comes to just voting based on a party. I
Yeah,
don't do
I
that.
would love to see everybody pull from the party and just go NPA, no party affiliation, because it would just confuse. That'd be like one of the ways. That'd be one of the ways to protest nonviolently. Is hey, I'm no longer part of your party.
Hey, listen,
So I wonder. I wonder.
what's his name here?
Oh, Maurizio, thank
Maurizio.
you.
Listen,
Grazia.
don't talk to me like that. That's kind of rude. Oh, he's talking to me. Oh, my wife gets jealous. Anyway,
Eva says Bush didn't promote riots, though Obama did. Fair point. So let me read some of the comments here. We have a couple really good comments that I wanted to read before they skip. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Obama. People talk about Trump deporting people.
Mm-hmm.
Obama was known as the deporter in chief.
Yeah, a lot of drones too. Let's see. Gam Wolfer says we're really in the wild, wild west. Trump is like Billy the Kid or Stone Cold. Eva says it doesn't matter. People will stand up and support him, especially because of what they are doing. It's principle. And Cooper says that's smart. Idiots give millions to a billionaire, GoFundMe, and the judges BS and corrupt, though. Yeah, it does seem like he's bought, right?
Oh,
Winona
yeah.
says, I believe anyone in any type of public service field should be a no party affiliation. Doctors, nurses, and teachers included. 100. Yes, yes,
Especially
yes.
fucking teachers.
Yeah. War Demon says Blueberg, Goldberg, Redberg, and yeah, exactly. Let's see. MVC Whitman says, Ray and April, have I told you? On Staten Island, my cousin gets people just walking up to his home making offers. A lot of them are Chinese. They undersell the home. My cousin went along with one of them and said, okay, 650,000. Within 1 hour, the guy came back with his Chinese friend who had to translate a lot of it. The guy was a realtor, but not associated with anything on Staten Island or the 5 boroughs. So he was in, right? So yeah, I know that the Chinese are buying up a lot of property and they're doing it in cash. Yeah, they're buying it in cash. Alex says, in a somewhat related topic, the Florida governor Ron DeSantis is trying to get rid of unions. Thoughts on this, anyone? We should come back to that one.
I'm going to talk. I would love to talk about that because I'm part of a union and I don't like the union. Go
ahead. Steve says, yeah, she's a mayor in Dalton, Illinois. What a shit show. I guess it's the one you were talking about.
That's the one. Yes. What's her name? Write it in the chat. I forgot her name.
Yeah. And Whitman says, for years after Reagan, Ray, we were told that Democrats were good and Republicans were bad. We never heard the option for independent or moderates. This is true. And Winona says, Mitch McConnell's another one whose dick swings whichever way the wind blows. Yeah, I don't like him.
Well, it's because it's very old.
And Steve says,
probably very long and veiny.
The nuts come down to the kneecaps at this point because I just, yeah. Tiffany Haynard said, Steve,
this is the piece of trash. This woman, if you guys don't know,
this fucking girl,
she stole so much money. She went on Vegas trips.
Oh, I saw her, and she tried to defend herself for it, right?
Yeah, and she was getting all pissed off. I'll see if I pull that video up, but
I saw it. No, it's so low vibrational.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the worst part about this is all this happened, and guess who gets invited to the White House? She does.
Of course she does.
She gets invited to the fucking White House.
Apparently, the FBI is finally investigating her. You know, honestly, at this point, I just wanted to say, if you've made it through the last 3 years and you haven't been censored, and you haven't made it on the FBI watch list, you are not trying hard enough.
Word.
Come on, people. Come on. Anyway, yeah, what do you think of the union thing?
Me?
Yeah, so Whitman says, fuck them, though. Unions saved my job with a $11.99 Sioux Fund and local FCW supermarkets union before I went retail.
Then you must have a great union because I am part of one of the biggest unions in all of the country, 32 BJ. And I'll go on record and say that they're a bunch of, in my opinion, I feel like they're a bunch of crooks. They continuously raise our
Dues.
union dues, and they do nothing for us. And this is when it really hit the fan.
It's like an
When,
HOA, right?
yeah, basically when 2020 came around, and we were forced to go to work, and we were forced to get these vaccinations. We were forced to do all this and that. Guess who I never saw? Not one fucking union rep.
Uh,
Not one goddamn
no
union.
one's sticking up
Nobody.
for you. Yeah.
They did nothing, and then people were getting fired. They were getting laid off. They were getting basically the fist shoved right up their ass, and they did nothing, and they continue to do nothing. The unions do nothing. It is disgusting.
Yeah. Florida says, or sorry, Eva says Florida's never really had unions, only a few, and that's not really a large thing here. And Bigwig says, I don't think Trump was a great president, but I honestly don't think he was a bad one either or did a bad job. He was average, and I think that's pretty good considering he had no experience in politics. So these are all fair comments.
I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah. I let my personal distaste of Trump as a human being, like I didn't like him as a human being. I let my personal distaste of him cloud my judgment for the fact that the country was doing well economically. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have separated my own personal feelings and not let my emotions get in the way of the bigger picture. So I have to now go back and read some of the interviews and watch some of the interviews and be like, okay, and kind of eat crow on that one because I was wrong. And you know,
I mean, let's
we
put
were
it this way. Do you
financially we
remember?
were doing better.
Do you remember when Trump was called racist for saying that if we open the borders and we're gonna have like gang members, rapists, we're gonna have people, what do you call it, terrorists come through, and people were like, "Ah, this is fucking racist." Guess what's happening?
Yeah, he also said the gas would go to over $3 a gallon right away.
Pretty on
And
fucking
this is
point.
the one that hit me though. This is what resonated with me the hardest when I went back and looked at some things because I was trying to analyze what was wrong with me personally that I couldn't get past all of that. There was an interview there where he looked at the camera. He said, he's like, they're not coming after me. They're coming after you.
Mhm.
I'm just standing in the way. And, I watched that 3 years, or 2 years, 3 years, maybe two to 3 years after what happened with all the medical mandates and the lockdowns and shutting down of all the small businesses and all the stuff that happened. I was like, holy shit, he really
Mhm.
was standing in the way. So, and if you're a conspiracy theorist, allegedly this stuff was supposed to have happened earlier.
Yeah,
So,
when if Hillary won.
yeah, she was
But
supposed to have brought this in.
by the way, this is the great mayor that I was talking about. I
Mm.
mean, really, I really listen. I'm just taken aback how people just they just it just how can you just fucking see all of this and still stand by and defend like I don't know, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around the fact that people just continue to defend it.
I do not know. I thought, I don't know about you guys. Did you watch the summation of the Putin interview with Tucker Carlson?
I didn't.
I thought it was extraordinarily eye-opening. And I
I
do
saw some
think
of
I'm
it.
going to go on record right now and say that one day somebody's going to put a movie out about this. I guess he went through a lot to do this interview, and there was a lot of controversy around it, obviously. And if you watch the summation, it's very interesting. And Putin seemed to just call it like it is. And a lot of the things that we have been told and were censored regarding turned out that was not maybe true. And Putin had no problem throwing everybody under the bus as far as NATO and the Biden administration and WHO and a lot of things. So it was very, very interesting to watch that interview and see. Yeah.
You know what? I should actually take it upon myself to watch this video. I mean, watch.
Yeah, you should. Cool, awesome
So
dude. Thank you. Some
just
titties for your biddies. I appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Another thing that's happening right now that you may have noticed is that the legacy media, the mainstream media, has
hmm
now had to go back and recant and let you guys know that the largest vaccine study did just happen,
Oh boy.
and there have been side effects and deaths. And although it's just a small percentage, kind of like how
Mm.
blood clots are rare, we're going to use the words like small and rare in front of things.
Oh yeah.
That there's a blood, a brain, and a heart issue with the vaccine, which is the same thing
No.
that everybody has been saying who has gotten censored and called all kinds of names. So now mainstream media here, 2+ years later, is finally admitting that there are problems. Assholes.
It's it's the whole oopsie.
Yeah.
It's just oopsie. That's it.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what? They're
Too little,
people.
too late. They got blood on their hands. They do. They were paid to say what they said. They were sponsored by Pfizer. They are part of a genocide. They honestly need to be held responsible.
But will they? Like this guy
I
Fauci.
don't know. You all tell me. We all need to. Yeah, Fauci needs to.
Should be in
I could.
jail.
Yeah,
No, he should be in jail.
beyond jail. He should be publicly hanged after being tortured for a while. So thank you, cool, awesome dude. I appreciate it.
You go back and you think about everything we went through. For what?
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
what,
I
man?
got uninvited to like birthdays and Christmas. I was told I couldn't come home for 3 years by my own family.
I couldn't see my aunt die.
Yeah.
My aunt passed away. Very and I'm not talking about just like an aunt, like aunt I only saw her once a year. Like this is an aunt I grew up like she was like a second mom to me.
Yeah,
I still feel awful that I couldn't see her before she died.
it's terrible. Yeah, I lost a ton of bookings traveling, small
Fuck.
business. Yeah, everybody was affected. Everyone. So
Well, one of the topics you mentioned here is why don't we switch it here?
yeah, let's do that.
Why don't we talk about combating burnout?
Well, I did. I was talking about how the
Oh,
left,
the
when we first got on the left brain versus the
sorry.
right brain. Right brain's connected and creative, and connected and creative. So when you're doing too much with the too many details, too busy, that is your left brain, and that's why a lot of people at the end of the day feel exhausted and they don't have time to do the things that they want to do, like get creative and do certain pastimes and passions, because they're just worn out from dealing with a bunch of busy work and bullshit and babysitting and all this stuff that just makes you feel super exhausted. So
What is
what?
no, I saw something in the notes that said adult diaper spa. I'm like, what is that?
Yes, talk about that at the end. It was an
Okay.
interesting thing. I saw something. I want to ask what you guys' opinion on here, because I know we have a mixed crowd. I was on Instagram and I saw Seth Rogen doing an interview with a guy who does a lot of interviews. I can't remember the podcast, but I watch it on a regular basis because I have like a whole podcast circuit that I watch. And I just watched the interview on Netflix, which is hilarious. It's him and James Franco.
Mhm.
Highly recommend if you have a raunchy, good sense of humor. Anyway, so I saw the interview, and one of the things that the interviewer was asking Seth Rogen, he was saying, "How come you and your wife don't have kids?" And Seth was just like, we talked about it, been together for a while. We went back and forth and checked in with each other. It's like, do you want kids? Not really feeling the calling right now. He's like, we've done it over the years. Like, how about now? How do you feel? He's like, and over the years, we just felt it really wasn't for us. He's like,
Mhm.
he said, we enjoy doing what we do. We enjoy our careers. We enjoy each other, and we like focusing on each other. And we're good where we are. And we've just chosen not to have children, and we're okay with that. As time has gone on, we have a really good bond, and we just want to focus on that. And I was like, ho, 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 ho. I can't wait to read the comments, because I read the comments. I love the comments. I was
Okay.
like, there's going to be so much vitriol in these comments. And they did not disappoint. There was so much nastiness and hostility. It was like people literally took what he said personally. Like they went up to him and slapped. He went up to their children and slapped them and said, "Fuck your kids." Like that's how they reacted in these comments. It was crazy. Like all these people are like, he's selfish, he's gay, he's missing out, he's pathetic, he's gonna grow old and die alone, and that's what he deserves. Like
Man,
there's so many nasty things. And one woman wrote, she said, and this was a highlighted comment, she wrote and said, I'm the mother of 2 children, and it can be a challenge, and it's tough, and I love my children. It's extremely rewarding, but I also understand when people don't want to have kids. And I thought to myself, my heart hurts as somebody who does not have kids, and just to see that the general public thinks that you're the selfish gay person if you choose to have children. It's like, what is that? What really hurt me, though, is the fact that they all took it so personally that he did not want to live the way they lived, but not for 1 minute were they willing to say, okay, he's happy, cool. Like there's no live and let live option in like the mentality of the people in this country or the world or whatever is like, if you're not living the way I'm living, you're wrong. There's something wrong with you. There's something really, really wrong with you. And instead of going, okay, man, live and let live, I'm glad you're happy.
I'd
It's
rather,
it's like this hostility.
I really rather, I'd rather you like if you know in your heart that you don't want kids, I think it's just better. Like I think that's really responsible,
Yeah,
than
100%.
to
Than
have kids.
having them just because you're expected to.
It's fucking ridiculous. And why is somebody, some people are just not, they're just not
Yeah.
meant to have kids.
How about
You
just
know?
simple, if you don't want them, don't have them, period, end. Okay, whatever, that works for you.
It's
Why
funny
even
because
why even defend it?
it's funny because like April, look like a guy like me, right?
Mhm.
I didn't want not that I didn't want kids. I just didn't want to live the life of a father. That makes
Mhm.
any sense. Because I saw how much it took out of my dad, if that makes any sense. I didn't think I was gonna be this awesome a motherfucking father. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a pretty good dad.
I'm sure you are. You're an
And
awesome podcaster, and
well,
obviously
thank
they
you.
translate how you do one thing's how you do
Of course,
everything.
of course. But I never really like. It's like I never really wanted to get married again after my
Mhm.
first fucking wife, and I can honestly say I've never been happier with somebody in my life as much as my wife. I love Jen with all my heart. She's the best. So I didn't realize it until I got there. But there's certain people that they know. They just know that this is not right for them. Not for nothing,
Mhm.
guys. I'm gonna tell you something, and this is the truth. And you can call me on this if I ever do it. I will never fucking go rock climbing. I will never walk. I will never climb a mountain in my life, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to fucking do it. I will not climb a goddamn mountain. And here's another fucking thing. I will never swim with sharks. Some people like that shit. I don't feel like that's for me. I will never goddamn do it. So it's am I
You
an
just know
asshole?
it's not right for you. Yeah, it
It's
makes you
not
an
right for
asshole.
me.
It makes you a pussy asshole.
Oh, it's bad
I
shit.
feel like saying it's like, okay, I have dogs, right? So if you don't have dogs, you're missing out. You should have dogs. Like you are losing a big thing in life if you don't have dogs. And if you choose not to, you are a selfish person. Everybody should have a dog. You're not doing the responsible thing by saving a dog's life. So you're selfish and you're gay if you don't have a dog.
This is an interesting question from Daryl. He says, Daryl asked you, April, do you think you would be a good mother if you had a child?
I'm told I would. What I think is irrelevant, but I'm told from other people that they think that I would be.
I think you would.
No, thank you.
I think, you know why? Because you have, number one, you have a very, very giving heart, and that's what you need to be a parent. You just want to give and love, and you have that. I mean, I think you would have been a great mom if you ever chose to be, and I mean that.
I also have a genetic disease that there's a 50-50 chance of passing it on, so I chose not to take that risk.
And this is why, like, my wife, she can't have kids.
Yeah.
You know, I made it public before. We spoke about it before, and I think my wife would have been an incredible mother. But like she says to me,
Adoption.
hell, fucking, we're almost 50. Fuck that shit. We want to live the rest of our
Never
lives.
mind.
You know what it is? Look, we're at the point of our lives, April. For me and Jen, like I have my son. Jen loves Aiden. Aiden loves
Mhm.
her. So that's her stepson. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is that we're still young enough that we want to bone a lot and we want to travel. And I don't want to be fucking woken up by no kid.
40s and 50s is young now.
Yo,
Definitely.
word.
Yeah, you don't want to be running after changing
April,
some diapers.
when you hit 40, you let me know how you feel.
I'll be sure to
Okay?
do that, right?
All right, no
And
problem.
thank you, Steve. I appreciate that very much so.
I'll be 48 this March. 40 fucking, I don't feel 48. I feel like I'm in
Nah,
my
you don't look it
fucking,
either.
I feel like I'm in my early 30s. That's what I feel. I really do. I really do. You know, I mean, I remember do you remember guys back in the day when you looked at a 40-year-old? Matter of fact, let me fuck with your
Oh,
head.
yeah.
I want to fuck with your heads right now. Go and look up the age of the Golden Girls when they
I
were filming
did.
season
I
1.
did.
Tell
They
me
were
about that.
young. They were like
Tell me.
45 and 50.
Yup. They were fucking early 40s and 50.
I know.
Look up the cast of
Yep.
Cheers.
Yep.
Norm was fucking 34. Norm. You gotta be
That's
fucking kidding me.
crazy. I don't understand what happened that we age differently now. Is it like the preservatives in our food or something?
I think it's just it has to be the fact. I think it has to be better medical care, like
Do you
advanced
think so?
technology. I think so. It has to be. It has to be what's in our food or something. Like, not for nothing, April.
I think it's we're in front of a camera a lot more, so we have a vested interest. Like people weren't in
Nah.
front of it. You don't think so?
Not like if you look at the 70s, right? You look at what was attractive in the 70s, and you look at like you ever notice like movie stars and TV stars in the 70s were kind of doofy looking. They weren't really
Yeah.
like, like they weren't very attractive. Now you can go on YouTube and find people that are like, holy shit. I'm just natural people. It's
I had to wrestle
incredible.
as an old person a
Who's
couple
that?
weeks ago.
Shut
That's me.
up.
Yeah, that's me.
You like fucking Blanche.
I know.
Look at you,
Mama,
Blanche.
something or the other.
What was your? Oh, were you doing like the old glow gimmick? What were they
Yes.
called?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So I,
That
wrestling
must have
her
got
and
over. That was over,
it was
right?
fun. I was beating her with a cane. Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. All
Betty
right.
Bitty.
You know what? Burt Reynolds was not goofy looking. I'll give it to you.
No, he was not. Let
I'll
me
give
show
it to
you this. Somebody sent this to me and I really like it. And I think that a lot of us think we have to find somebody to grow old with, but I think that's the wrong tack on thing. I think we have to find someone to stay young with. So these are some of my favorite pictures.
Oh, that's gonna be me and Jen in Florida when we move there.
I
finally.
know. Wait, there's a couple more.
Huh.
Shopping cart.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So these will inspire you.
I got a fun video for you real quick. It's like a minute long. Oh, that's definitely me and my wife.
These will inspire you into looking forward to old age.
Oh, how cute.
Mm-hmm.
She's so cute. Look at her smile, right? Does that make you smile?
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah,
April.
Yes. They're still
Go ahead.
traveling. Still traveling.
Oh, I love that, man.
And
That's what. See, that's what it's about, man.
96.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. This is a minute-long video, April.
Oh, wait,
I'm
one
gonna.
more.
Okay. How cute is that?
Oh, wait, I
gonna,
lied. One extra. Yes, tell me the video. There you go.
no, is this? See, I love that. There's a couple. There are a couple of couples in my building that I live in that they're a lot older, like in their 70s. They're always holding hands and very affectionate. I love seeing that.
It's
shit.
cute, right? Oh, God,
It's
big
so
wig.
cute.
Best part of having an old wife is no teeth marks. But
fucking gross. So check it out. Remember we were just talking about I'm gonna blow your mind. I was looking for this video. This is the video I was talking about. And these are people. If you were around in the 80s and 90s, these are people, TV stars you thought looked old, right? It's only a minute long. Are you ready to get your fucking mind blown? All right, here we go. Let's see that. If there's
yeah, it's
music
weird to be the same age as old people.
Look, listen.
By the way, all of you saying that I haven't aged. Thank you. I appreciate that. From a real vampire right here. I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna put any music on. We'll talk over it.
Let's hear it.
All right, so you got Angela Lansbury here. Let's see here.
I think the hair makes them look old. 55, no way. Wow, my gosh. Marianne was 40s.
Hold on. She was 40.
Oh my God, no. We should read these out.
Wait a second. Let's do this.
Alice was only okay. Don Knotts was 55.
All right. Let me see. Let me fast forward like this.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. So
Marianne Ross was 46. You know, she's a hottie. I didn't even realize it. She's beautiful.
She was very pretty.
Yeah,
it's just that the way they did her hair.
The hair that made it. There's the hair that makes them all look older.
Look how pretty she is.
We just have better hair now.
Fucking Mr. Furley. Not Mr. Furley. Mr. Roper was 53
Yeah, Mr.
years
Roper, old. 53. Oh my God.
I want you to put this in perspective.
Crazy.
That man you see on your screen right now is 53. I'm gonna be 48.
He looks like a grandpa. Well, he's
right?
He is a grandpa.
All right, look at Alice from
Alice.
She's 43 there.
Oh my God. Well, she doesn't look old, but we always thought of her as old.
Now she's judging you.
Someone said Marianne Ross voiced SpongeBob's grandmother. Cool, awesome dude said that.
Did she really?
Mm-hmm.
This bugged me
Tom
out.
Bosley, 47.
What was the character? Mr. Cunningham, right? From
Mr. Richie Cunningham's dad, right?
Let's see what else we got here.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Abe Pagoda. This was Fish.
54.
From
God,
what was the name of this show? Barney Miller.
They probably made them look old, right? No, actually, I remember my parents kind of looking old for their age too.
This is Mrs. Roper.
Yeah.
Look, she was 59.
Yeah. She actually looks kind of young for 59.
Now check this out.
Gavin McLeod. Captain. Aye. Yep.
Captain Stubing.
Captain Stubing.
Let's see who else we got.
Agnes Moore had 64. Well, she looked like she was 85.
Do you know who she is? That's Bewitched.
Is that Dreamy? Jeannie?
No, this is Bewitched, the mom.
Okay.
Check this out now.
Oh, Daryl says, remember, not everyone has the privilege of getting older. Better to get old and stay young than to just grow old. You're right.
Check this out.
Oh,
Blanche.
yeah, here we go. Golden Girls, 51.
I'm gonna be 48.
So I think that they were deliberately cast
You think
at a certain age and made to look old so they could run the series into Syndicate. Syndicate is when you have 100 episodes.
Look at
so
Mrs.
I think
Garrett.
I think they Eve is saying, Ray, please play April's old lady video. There it is on Facebook.
I'll get it.
So I think with the Golden Girls, they were an exception to the rule where they were cast to look old. Joan Collins just never really looked old. She was always hot.
She was always beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is he was 47.
Dallas.
From
Dallas. JR. Who shot JR?
JR.
That was a big thing. Everybody had to watch the show because there's no like DVR or anything.
Remember Boss Hogg?
Oh, Boss Hogg, 49. Oh,
he wasn't even 50.
Oh my God.
Look at this one.
Wow.
The Millionaire. From Gilligan's Island.
Jake 951 says Natalie Schaefer was 63 when Gilligan's Island started.
But this dude bugged me out. He's only 3 years older than me.
Yeah, 51. Okay, tell me. See, that's what 51 used to look like.
This
Now
is
51. Now 51 is J-Lo swinging around a pole wearing a fucking thong with a tight ass.
Yeah, man.
It's different now.
It's a very tight ass.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know who this is. Who's this?
I'm not sure. Somebody in the audience does, though.
Holy shit. Hold on.
And Bigwig says, could you believe Boss Hogg could speak 5 languages, including Japanese?
Bro,
Really?
the skipper was 43.
Oh, Steve is saying that's from Dallas. She's from Dallas. Skipper was 43?
He was 40 fucking
How
3.
old was Gilligan then?
Oh, Gilligan must have been like in his fucking 20s. Let me see.
No.
Holy
Hell,
shit.
God. Archie was 47.
I thought he was older than that.
Oh, Maron.
All right, this was we're going back to the 70s. I don't know if you remember Schneider from the 70s. Check this out. Mona from Who's the Boss was only 55.
Wow.
We're almost done here.
Okay.
Red Fox was 49.
49.
49.
No. Wow.
Remember
I thought he was. Oh my gosh.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. I'm having a big one, Elizabeth.
Check this out. She was 48. This is
Oh
Archie
gosh.
Bunker's wife.
Yeah. She used to talk like this.
Who's Russell
So
Johnson?
annoying.
Oh, the
I don't know.
professor was 40. From Gilligan's Island. Linda Gray.
Dun, 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 dun.
This dude, oh,
Dun, dun, dun,
remember this guy, Mr. Willis?
dun, dun. I'm singing.
Sorry. 47. Hold on. Now look at this shit. You know what this is?
55. Yeah, that was the rich. Who was that? That's
Mr. Drummond. That's Mr. Drummond from Different
Yes.
Strokes.
Yes,
He
the
was
adopted dad,
55.
right?
That's it. That's it.
Oh my gosh,
55
you guys.
fucking years old.
Well,
what
okay,
is it?
so when we think we're doing bad, we might actually be doing better. We just don't realize it because our media sucks.
I'm going to your Facebook. I'm going to find the old lady video. you
Just go to
talk.
videos. It should pop right up. I think it's
All right.
probably the most recent video.
I'll let you know when I got it.
Yeah, I was there with Amber O'Neill and she's like, you should do a video on that. I'm like, what do I got to talk about? And she's like, talk about anything. And I'm like, what do you mean anything? She's like, I don't know, talk about your boobs. And I'm like,
Found
okay.
it. Found it. I'm going to put it up now. Found
Just
it.
like
Here
that.
it is.
Just like that.
Here it is. Look at the legs on this. Look at the legs of this old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. Here we go. All right, I'm putting it up now.
Tell me,
Presenting.
man. Thank you. 15 years.
All right, here we go, guys. This
All
is
right.
what's your gimmick name here?
I don't know. I didn't really have it. I was joking around and I said old April, but we'd call him Betty Bitty.
All right, here we go. Why don't I hear it? I gotta
Because you always do this,
There are
right?
no youngs. Let me try to stand up here. This is old April. My sciatica is bothering me today, but I have very important life advice for you. This is vitally important. I have figured out something that everybody needs to know, or at least 51% of you. They try and sell you bras. They try and make you do these things. But do you know what really works? Here it is. Lean in a little bit. Get fake tits. That's right. You will save so much money.
It's
No
true.
underwires, no bras, no this. Just get yourself some fake ass titties, and they're going nowhere. Look at me, I'm old.
Big
as
ass
fuck.
titties.
But these are some fake ass titties. And they're still right where they were when I was 22 years old. Just don't look at my ass. I walk into every room like this, and I walk out of every room like this. That's my advice to you. Big fake titties.
I didn't tell you to play it.
Big
Somebody
ass
else told you to play
titties.
it.
That is fucking horrible. What did you
I
do?
told
April?
you it was terrible.
Jesus Christ. That is hilarious.
It's terrible.
That is if I didn't know you, I would have said you're drunk.
I was not drunk. But
know
I
you
did
were.
have 10 matches that day, and that was after my last
Oh,
one
poor thing. You must have been so
on
fucking
almost no
tired.
sleep.
You had
So
10
yeah,
matches?
10 matches
How
on
many minutes a
barely
match?
any sleep for 2 days. Huh?
How long did you go in these matches?
They were between anywhere from 5 minutes to 20-minute matches.
You had
Yes. Matter of fact,
the
that match
fuck?
I had in where with that was a 20-minute match. Yeah.
When the fuck was this?
Last weekend. So I was
April,
in
that's
Memphis.
crazy.
I know.
How does your back feel?
Not so good.
When's the
Yeah.
last time you wrestled so much?
I don't do it that much anymore, but I'll still do it
I
for like
know.
pay-per-view downloads. That was for Liberty Pro Wrestling. So
Oh my God, I
yeah.
can't imagine.
Hi,
Like, you know when
Owen.
you take that first bump after like not taking a bump for like a long time?
Yeah,
How
it
does that
rattles your
feel?
soul. Yeah, I try not to do full on wrestling match. I try to keep it to brawling and grappling and a lot of reversals and that type of thing. But yeah,
But still,
yeah.
man, it must
You
be
get
rough
every once in a while
running
you get
knees,
thrown and it's like, yeah, you feel it.
running the. How about you getting pinched on those ropes?
Uh-huh.
What kind of ring was it? Was it a
It's
what was
regular wrestling ring.
was it rope or was it what do you call it? Fucking what they use in
Cable?
WWE cable.
It's a good question. I think it was the regular ring, so I guess it was
Regular ring rope?
cable. Yeah.
Cable. Oh
Mhm.
fuck. Fuck that.
Yeah, I generally feel like I'm gonna die for the following week.
Oh
So
my God. I can't believe you did 10 matches, April. In how many days?
I've had one day.
You did 10. Wait a fucking second. You did 10 matches in one day?
Yeah. So we fly in. I fly in. I had 2 flights.
What
This is why I was
the
telling you, take the
fuck?
COVID spray, use the povidone spray.
Bro.
So I flew from Tampa to Atlanta, Atlanta to Memphis
Do
that
you
night, Friday
do you
night.
do you
So
people out there
this is what you
understand
don't
how
even know. My life is so crazy, you guys. So I'm either doing nothing or I'm doing everything. When it rains, it pours. It's just like, all right. So then I get in Friday night. I have to go to the grocery store because we don't have anything there. So I've got to get everything for that night and the following day. So then we have to get up at 5:45 in the morning to be in the ring by 7:30 in the morning, fully dressed with our makeup, everything done. So we start at 7:30 in the morning, first match, and everybody is on a schedule. There's a schedule on the wall. I had 43 matches filmed that day. No, 41 matches. Sorry, 41 matches that day. I had 10 of them. So you just go all day long.
April,
It
that's
went till
crazy.
7:30 that night. So it was a 12-hour day. Then we went to eat. Then the next morning I took a first flight out. So that was
Bro, that's
Memphis to Atlanta, Atlanta to Tampa, and then I got home like lunchtime. So I go. That happens a lot. Like I'll go three straight days nonstop, and then you guys, I'll get home, and then people are like, "How come you haven't checked my email?" It's like I haven't checked anybody's email or
let
answered
me
any
let
phone
me
calls or done anything.
let
And
me
then
explain to you.
like the week before, I did that with MegaCon, like traveling on Friday, working all day MegaCon, and then go. Yeah, so
Let me explain to you non-wrestling people. I want you to really understand what she did. She basically ran back-to-back marathons. I'll put it that way. She took 10 beatings in a row. Uh that's great, April. I can't believe you do that. Like, how often do you do that?
3 times a year, I guess, maybe 4
What the
times a year,
fuck?
depending. So about
I
once a
thought you meant
season.
like over a week. Over a
Oh
week.
no,
So
nope.
for somebody that doesn't wrestle all the time, guys, your body needs to get used to taking the shock of hitting that mat. It's not a fucking trampoline. And even when you see the wrestlers run the ropes and they bounce off the ropes, oh, it looks so fun. They bouncy. The shit's fucking grab
Yeah,
onto your
Eva's going
skin.
November. Was I there in November? It was October or November. Yeah, so yeah, about once a season.
That is
Yeah.
insane. I can't believe you did that. 10 matches in a fucking day.
Mhm.
And how did you get home?
Eva's going. Who else would do that? April. There was a girl there who had 18 matches. So
That's insane.
she was young though. She was like 22 years old.
And what'd you get? Like a hot
She's
dog and a
half my age. Most of the girls there are half my age. Yes.
They didn't
So,
give you a hot dog and a handshake, right?
huh?
I said, I hope you were compensated. They didn't give you a hot dog and a handshake.
No, I wasn't given wrestling lucha masks for pay. So yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
paid. We're paid. So
Okay,
we're
good.
paid, and Liberty Pro treats me very well, so I can't complain. That
Well, God
they're
bless them, man.
they're very nice to me, very decent. Got people who run it. The guy who runs it is very good to me. So it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. You got to, they expect a lot. They expect you to work, but they're decent.
That's fucking insane. We got 10 minutes, man. What? I can't. You're blowing my mind. Like, I'm gonna go tell Ben that you wrestled. He's a fat fuck. He talks about, oh brother, I went 10 minutes in a tag match, and I'm like, all right. Well, April wrestled fucking 10 times for 5 to 20 minutes a match in one day. What do you got? You fat.
Well, that's why I'm
fucking
in the gym a
bastard.
lot. I have to stay in good shape all the time. Like, it has to be a thing. I can't let myself go. So I still keep one toe in that ocean,
I am really fucking impressed by you. I mean
Thanks
that.
very
Like,
much.
dude, that's crazy, bro, that you did 10 matches in a day. Like,
Thanks. One of my fans is like, I got home and he emailed me like the other day. He's like, I bought all 10 of your newest matches. He's like, freaking awesome, man. Your wrestling is so much more superior than blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I didn't even see them yet. I'm like, do I still have it? Okay, cool. Thanks.
you are, I'm telling you straight up, dude. You are like Ben. Like, I watch Ben's matches. He's the shit. But like Papadon, he's really fucking good.
He's good. Papadon's good, yeah.
Papadon is
He's always been good though.
so fucking good. Stevie obviously is
crisp.
incredible.
Yeah.
But you were really good, April. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, kid. Like, I've watched a lot of your old shit, and I was impressed. Like, holy shit, like a fucking Saito suplex, and like, transitioning from armbar to a leg lock. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it led me to think, like, God damn, like you came around the wrong time.
I had terrible timing. I was always, and thank you, New Jersey Wildcat. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had bad timing.
If you were in your mid-20s now, with how you wrestled, you would be on fucking TV every day, every week.
I also turned WWE down when they offered me a contract.
Well, that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
That's a long story.
They turned TNA down as well. So
yeah.
one was for totally different reasons. But yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. What do you want to close out with, kid?
Yeah, I have a question. I have two questions. First off, I thought this was interesting. There's an article here I wanted to read to you. I put it on Twitter. Say you may have seen it, you may not have seen it. And then there's a question for you guys that I just want to I want to pose to you. Yeah. So there's a fluoride lawsuit in California. So I have a friend who came on the show. Remember Ty, who did the show with me?
Of course, Ty's awesome.
Yeah, he used to work in the California Water Department. He actually left there because they were started to fluoridate their water, and he argued with them. And he said, look, there's no reason to put fluoride in the water. It does not do anything for anybody. And it actually causes problems. And they're like, well, yeah, okay, we're going to do it anyway. So he's like, you can do it, but I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm out. So now there is an actual lawsuit that has been taking forever. But if you look on my Twitter, which is April Hunter, there we go.
I see it.
The state of California is being sued over the amount of fluoride in the water. And I wonder if other states are going to follow, because really there is no need for fluoride in the water. And the biggest issue is that here's the thing. It's a toxic substance, technically. They're suing that the EPA has failed to protect the people, and that it is associated, fluoride exposure is associated with a lower IQ in children.
Didn't they put that shit in the toothpaste back in the day?
Yeah, and fluoride treatments for kids too.
Oh, do you remember the little cups of fluoride that used to make you fucking swish?
Yep. Despite this, even though there's so much scientific evidence showing that there's no reason to do it, Canada and the UK still want to start adding it to their water supplies. Why would they want to do that?
I don't know.
So I don't know either. I don't know if our chat has any ideas. I don't know. So another thing is, we should talk about the diaper spa. You should look up the diaper spa in Massachusetts real quick so we can show some pictures of that.
Is there a video?
There's something. I know there's
All right, I'm
something.
gonna find it. All right,
We'll
talk
catch that
now.
on the
I'll
way
find
out.
it.
But in the meantime, I wanted to pose a question to you, and this is hypothetical and theoretical and all the eticals. But if something were to happen and we all lost communication or power or both, what would you do? What would you and your family do? So no communication, no GPS, no any. I mean, half of y'all, let's be honest, half of y'all wouldn't make it home ever again because your GPS wouldn't be working, right? You'd be lost indefinitely forever. But for the ones that did, what would you do if the banks shut down? And what if this happened for 3 or 4 months where there was nothing? So some giant electrical pulse thing that took the whole system out. I want you to think about that. Do you have a paper map? Do you have an area set aside where you and your family will meet if something goes down? Like, oh, we're going to meet by the fountain on 2nd Street, or oh, everybody meets at Aunt Hillary's house, or whatever. Do you have food and water? Do you have pet supplies? Do you have a stock of medication? Do you have the things that you'd need? Like we're forced to do in Florida, like they make us make sure we have all these supplies here all the time, batteries and flashlights and solar lights. And we're the reason we're crazy here in Florida is because we're made to be preppers all the time because of hurricanes. So maybe take a page out of the Floridian book and be a little bit of a prepper. And do you have vodka? Because it's good for both staying sane and sanitizing a cut. So think about these things. If something were to happen, what do you have to barter, trade, protect yourself, eat, and where are you all going to meet? So think about these things. It can't hurt to have any kind of like a backup plan. So I'm not saying live in fear. I'm not saying be paranoid. All I'm saying is it's always good to be prepared, like a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout. So prepare for things and always hope for the best. So these are things to think about. You know, we live in a crazy world. 5 years ago, we would have never thought that we would go through lockdowns and lack of toilet paper and no soap and COVID and all this crazy shit, right? So now that we've been through that, it's not wise to rule out conspiracy theories or situations that could happen in the future. Anybody who poo-poos conspiracy theories right off the bat without even just considering them is not a very emotionally intelligent person. So just consider that. So that's what I wanted to bring up.
I found a video of a reaction.
That's probably it.
There's a ton of them.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
share this. I'll share the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is for the purpose of
Entertainment.
Yeah,
you're gonna find reaction videos.
I
So I'll give you a background for it.
before I press play. Go ahead.
You all know there's a whole bunch of fetishes out there, and generally, most fetishes don't really hurt anybody for the most part. In this particular situation, there is a place in Massachusetts where they have opened an adult diaper spa, complete with a full service thing where you can go. There's an adult changing table. You can be fed, changed, the whole 9 yards. So
My brain hurts.
and it unfortunately is right near a residential area. So some people are like, live and let live, and other people are like, oh my God. So
I'm not gonna play this whole shit just so we can get the gist.
Little diaper, you waited too long.
They actually have an identity that is a younger age than their chronological age.
Considered my caregiver. He's married and has 2 kids.
Mommy, you want to change my poopy diaper? Please.
Guys, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm going to be honest.
I like to pee in them.
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel.
I think that's quite enough.
that is hilarious.
What the fuck?
I don't
has
know.
fucking happened?
This is the clown world we live in.
to look something up here.
Go ahead.
Adult.
In the meantime, I just wanted to mention that everything seems to be on the down from Bitcoin to stocks, but you know what's up? Gold and silver. So if you go to aprilhunter.gold, that is Wolfpack Gold. That's not me. That's Wolfpack Gold. And if you go to Wolfpack Gold, you can invest in precious metals, which are finite resources, and your money can not only not devalue, like dollar is devaluing and Bitcoin and all that's devaluing, your money will actually grow. So check out aprilhunter.gold. And if you use the code 1776, if you decide to buy a recurring buy, it will entitle you. I love that word, entitle. You will get some extra, and it will be free, constitutional silver with your recurring purchase. And you do not have to worry about having to have a lot of money. You can invest with as little as $50. So aprilhunter.gold, check it out. What have you got for us, Ray?
So many videos.
I know. This is the fetish that nobody needed to know about.
Let me see if I got this right.
We should. And when Nina goes, we could do a whole show on strange fetishes. We could, right?
We should
do a whole thing where you guys mail in like the weirdest fetishes. But then we'll see what you guys are going to consider weird and what I consider weird are probably going to be like different. So a lot of them I consider harmless fun. Like nobody's getting hurt. But fetishes in general, I think nobody's getting hurt and people are having a good time, like whatever. I just think it's funny that we're such a childish society where we like to not take responsibility and accountability for our actions, and we tend to be so entitled now that a diaper spa is a thing.
I mean, this is the news, like a 30-second news report on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just press play.
A controversial business is not being allowed to open in Atkinson, New Hampshire. The owner of an adult diaper spa has been denied a zoning permit and will not be allowed to operate the business out of her home. The spa caters to adults who wear diapers and act like children. Residents spoke out against the proposal over traffic, property values, and fears of who would be showing up at the spa.
Yeah. I genuinely, I usually say live and let live. I'm interested in what Adam Carolla.
We believe in going the extra mile.
Do you like Adam Carolla?
I don't like or dislike him. He's just Adam Carolla, I guess. I don't know.
Let me just really quick. I just want to hear what he says because he can be funny.
Or maybe not. That it's not just California that's lost its ever-loving mind. All the way across the country, closer to me in Connecticut, in New Hampshire, they are choosing to celebrate people's sexual fetishes on Main Street. So New Hampshire, of all places, which is not California. You know, I don't get it. Live free or die. I get that piece. This is a little much even for them. They have just opened in Atkinson, New Hampshire, the Diaper Spa. The Diaper Spa. Catering to, this is from foxnews.com, catering to diaper-wearing adults who want to role play as young children. They call it a safe and judgment-free zone for visitors to pamper themselves with snacks, playtime, story time, nap time, cuddle time, changing time, coloring, nursery rhymes, and sing-alongs. In the summer, Adam, you can play with your water wings and floaties poolside, picnic under the tree with your teddy bear, play marbles on the patio.
They're actually making it sound
okay.
nice.
I'm telling you about half of that shit sounds amazing to me. I want to play with my water wings and color and have nap time.
Or swing on the front porch swing and serve tea to your dollies on the porch. This is all men in diapers. I continue. In the winter, we can make snow angels, build snowmen, drink hot cocoa from beneath clouds of whipped cream and sprinkles, and decorate gingerbread men or sugar cookies.
I'm sorry. None of this sounds bad, though.
I know she's really selling it for me, actually.
Yeah, I think I might want to.
I thought it was a little bit more ridiculous until she started selling it.
Hold on.
We focus on the entire sensory experience. In our nursery, smells like baby powder and warm cookies.
And adult shit.
We have soft blankies and stuffies, a sound machine that makes womb noises or plays lullabies, a wet wipe warmer, a bottle warmer, and an oil warmer. Oh God.
Okay, I'm done. I can't. I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna start playing the goodbye music. God damn it. What the
Hooper
fuck?
says that fetish has been around forever. I know it has. Like if you go on clips for sale, like 15 years ago was one of the categories on clips for sale. It's just that nobody opened up a spa for it before, so it's just now it's making a big old comeback, right?
I used to date a girl. I dated a girl from Salem, New Hampshire,
Mm-hmm.
and I never thought I would see something like that there. It's just holy fuck what the fuck am I? April, what do we got going, man?
Oh man, well, you can look me up, April Hunter. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, you can find me at aprilhunter.net. You can go to Patreon, April Hunter. You can check me on Instagram, Real April Hunter, Twitter, April Hunter. Come visit me on social media. Stay in touch with me. Send me ideas for the show. Tell me what you think, what you liked, what you hated, and I love to hear that. I don't get offended, so my skin is super thick. So feel free to let us know what you think. How about you, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, find me on social media at Big Ray Hernandez everywhere. I'm usually live every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. on all Hami Media streaming platforms. I'm fucking bugging out with the fucking adult diaper. The guy that was on his back going, yeah. Yeah, don't forget, guys, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday, the 23rd of February. Go over to Big Vito LaGrasso's Facebook page and join in and and if you can't spend
That's some
any
cool
money,
stuff.
guys, if you can't share it. Let your friends know. If you have friends that are wrestling fans, just people that are good people that have kind hearts that want to help out a really dope person.
Yeah.
Please just share that information. So that's about it for me. April?
No, thank you for being here. We appreciate you being with us live. We love you for that. We love your company. So thank you. And we will see you live next Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. Love you. Mwah, mwah.
Yes. We'll see you guys. God bless you.
Yeet. Yes, boy. Big ass titties.
We're out of here, guys. We'll see you next week.
Hasta pronto.
Peace out, y'all.
Boobies.
What knockers?
For those on audio, she's shaking them a lot.
I'm a Twitch them titties.
Hey, watch your mouth there.